Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another WornKibbles video. I hope you are having a great day. I know I am. And today, I've got a viewer-submitted story coming in about the time that this guy's Boy Scout troop managed to win a cooking competition against an actual culinary school chef. It's actually crazy, and it might have been genius at work, or they just got extremely lucky. But I'll let you all be the judges of that when we get right into the story. Alright, so this story starts off at a Boy Scout campout. Usually on campouts, it's just like one troop camping out, having fun, hanging out, you know. But this campout was special. This one was what they called the camporee, which means it's a bunch of different troops camping out together, and over the weekend, it's a competition. A competition to see which troop is the best. Now, there were lots of competitions throughout the weekend, like different challenges, basically, but the big one that they have every year was the dessert cook-off. So whoever could bake the best, the most delectable dessert, would win. Now, the kid who sent this story into me, we're just going to call him Langston, and Langston's troop wasn't exactly known for winning the camporee. In fact, they usually came almost dead last every single year. They had a notably smaller troop than the rest, which just made it harder as a giant team challenge. Like, capture the flag, they're not going to be winning that if they have like 5 people and the other team has like 60. So, furthermore, they also, sucked at cooking. So, to make it even worse, the other troops were basically 5-star traveling food trucks. I mean, those other kids took it super insanely seriously. So much so, they literally had, matching troop aprons and cooking gear. The most threatening troops went so far as to literally have one of their teams be conducted and, cooking instructed by an adult who had graduated from culinary school. The school for chefs. Literally, this guy probably has 5-star reviews on foodcritic.com, and he's out here in the middle of the park acting like his Boy Scout troop is on MasterChef. This guy probably has a personalized set of engraved knives and screams at the scouts if the onions aren't diced to a specific millimeter, while Langston's troop is over here just trying to make sure that nobody gets food poisoning. So, it's safe to say that Langston and his troop felt pretty hopeless. Even their scoutmaster had given up on them. He came over to them looking already defeated, and he just asked them if they even wanted to compete in the competition, as if he had just expected them to lose anyway. Bro was literally looking at his watch, just waiting for the weekend to end so that they could go home in defeat every year. But this time, Langston decided enough was enough. He wanted to at least try, so he talked a few kids into helping him cook, despite their scoutmaster thinking that it was in vain, and they started on their dinner. They were making tater tot casserole as their main dish, and so they started cooking up. They were chopping peppers, onions, ground beef, covered that John and cheese, and it was starting to smell good. They were getting excited until they remembered one thing. They had forgotten the tater tots. That's right, they were actually so bad at cooking that they forgot the tater tots in a tater tot casserole. I mean, it's in the name. I actually have no idea how that's even possible to do, but that just shot down their morale even more. This wasn't being judged for the contest, and good thing it wasn't, but it broke the remaining kids. It broke their enthusiasm for the contest. Not even the few kids that Langston had inspired to help him make dinner wanted to do the dessert cook-off anymore. If they could forget something so obvious as tater tots in a literal tater tot dish, how could they stand a chance against a troop that literally had Gordon Ramsay as their scoutmaster? But this failure only made Langston want to win even more. They had literally never won. Troop morale was at an all-time low. Nobody even wanted to help him cook dessert. But Langston decided that he would do it alone. He walked into the camp trailer like it was his own personal arsenal and began choosing his weapons for war. Pie filling, bundt cake batter, and Dutch ovens out the wazoo, and then he saw it. His holy grail, he knew what he had to do to win. The perfect ingredient. He got to work immediately, mixing and mashing things like he was a food-mad scientist in a normal camping bundt cake. You would put pie filling on the bottom of a Dutch oven and then pour dry batter over that and just let it cook. However, Langston knew that he would need to do something more than just a regular bundt cake to win this thing. He decided to make a wet batter and mix in his secret ingredient that he had found in the trailer. Pink lemonade mix. Now, it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, right? That's what I got to this part in the story. I was reading, I was like, what? Pink lemonade mix in a cake? That does not sound good. But what resulted from this experiment was a pink lemonade cherry dump cake. And he didn't even try to get a single bite, but he already saw light radiating off of it, like a holy relic. Opening that Dutch oven must have felt like Indiana Jones uncovering like a solid gold artifact. Like, soon the judges came around and began to try the desserts. Langston was basically on the edge of his seat, super nervous. But when they announced the winners, they had done it. Their troupe won the contest. Everybody celebrated. It was the first time that they had ever won in literally over 20 years. So, moral of the story, I guess, is never give up, because if you are against Gordon Ramsay level chefs, you can still win the cook-off if you persevere through it. But anyway, that's about it for the video, guys. Make sure that if you liked the video, leave a like, and please consider dropping me a sub. I post Storytime videos every single week. So if you enjoyed the viewer-submitted story, it's something new I'm doing now. So if you want me to tell one of your stories, go submit one on the form that's now in my channel description. You guys are awesome. I hope you all have an amazing day. And as always, thanks for watching.